we just played right here. I love the harmonics at the beginning of the song.
Cool.
I saw the video today. I was watching on the internet. Whose idea was that? Was that your idea?
Is what, the video?
No, the harmonics.
Oh, yeah, it kind of just, actually, that was kind of like something that came after the song was kind of written. We kind of added that intro part to it.
Cool.
Yeah.
How does the songwriting process work for you guys? I know most people, they see the videos, they see you sitting there with the acoustic guitar, at least for the big hits. It's been a while and stuff like that. How does the songwriting work? Do you come in with an acoustic song and the band comes in and puts their parts to it, or do you come in with songs? How does it work?
Depends. Yes.
all the above. I mean, it's, either Aaron will come down with an acoustic idea and we'll do that, or I'll come down with some riffs and have some kind of arrangement. We'll make it where everybody's happy with it, musically, and kind of get the song arranged, and then from there Aaron will write the lyrics and melody.
Cool. Is it always you writing the lyrics and melody?
Up till now, yeah.
What do you mean up until now?
Well, it could always change at any moment. One of these guys could come to
Beetlejuice did write some lyrics.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Beetlejuice from Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you never know. One of these guys could bring a song to the table that just I feel that I have to sing it.
Cool.
You never know. So up to this point, I've written all the lyrics.
Nice. You mentioned Beetlejuice, Howard Stern. You guys have a limited edition CD, DVD thing coming up for Chapter V or Chapter 5. I keep calling it
5. There you go. It's all good. We're trying to get people educated on Roman numerals. Yeah, the special edition. What do we got? We got like 5 bonus tunes on there.
Yeah, there's 2 unreleased. There's
acoustic. It's been a while. I know is on
there's
there.
An acoustic live version of It's Been a While. There is the original version of Reply on there, and then there's the Beetlejuice song.
Yeah, and then there's a DVD, which is about a half hour, 40 minutes. It's pretty cool. It
bunch of nonsense.
It kind of focuses around like when the record came out. We had a guy out with us for a few weeks filming, and he kind of put that together in a pretty cool format. So there's that, and booklet with all the lyrics to all the songs that we've ever done, and with it like some pretty cool pictures along the way of what we've done. So just some kind of stuff that stands out. So it came out pretty good.
Was that an idea of the band, or was that a label thing? How did you guys come up with that?
I had the idea to put out the limited edition in the package that it's in and whatnot, and everybody just kind of put something together. We all compiled something and put it together, but I thought it would be cool to put something like some sort of different take on it. It has the booklet that's in it for the lyrics has all 5 albums worth of lyrics, all in succession. So you get to kind of, if you're interested in it, read it from record to record.
Yeah.
To
That's awesome.
Something different.
Late 90s hard rock scene, Limp Bizkit, obviously Fred Durst, a big influence for you guys, a big help and everything.
Sure.
It was really popular, at least in the mainstream. I'm sure it's still big now, and I know it's still big now, obviously with the Sales for Your record. But in the mainstream, at least, things have died down. Limp Bizkit, obviously, not that big anymore. Korn's kind of, I guess the new single's doing well, but you guys still charting there. Right here's been on the charts, Falling's moving up.
Yeah.
How do you guys think you've broken away from those bands and become, still sticking?
Right here is actually top 20 on Hot AC this week.
Yes, I know. I do know. I don't know. I mean, all we do is try to write the best songs that we can and stuff that we enjoy. So I think we're just fortunate that translate into people still wanting to hear it. So I think that's what every band does. And, I mean, that's what you kind of have to do to stay happy in what you're doing, too. So
We just never wanted to be stuck playing one or the other. Why can't we do both? Why can't we write a song and have a song on a record that can be played on any format, or write a song that if we're lucky it'll get played on a rock format because it's just too heavy. We can cover the whole spectrum, and there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys prefer writing? The harder stuff, the slower stuff?
They all have their place.
Absolutely. It's all good, and it's all fun to play. I mean, it's like I enjoy writing and playing both. It's fun.
Cool.
It's music, and it's stuff that we come up with. So, I mean, that's, it's an awesome thing.
Yeah. You mentioned Reply before. I love the lyrics of that song. Just thank you to the fans. I think it's really cool. Did you come up with that? Was that you? How come?
Because there's
many bands,
there's been a lot of letters that have been written to me that I'd like to hope that through the song I've let them know that I've gotten the letter and this is the reply to the letter that they sent. You know. No. I'll tell you though, I've read some pretty insane letters. Not insane in like a crazy way, just insane in like a man. It really makes me feel like I really didn't have it all that bad.
Why is Johnny's nickname Old School?
Because he is.
If you spent 5 minutes with him, you'd know.
No, he's just old school. He's the eldest of the band.
And that came real early on. I mean, that was from right when he first got in the band. We just gave him that nickname.
When he first came into the band, he wore his bass way up in a chin fiddle position, and it was just old school. I mean, he was old school.
You guys ever played guitars high up like John Lennon?
You know what the thing about it is, you couldn't look like more of a dork, but it's super easy to play.
It's the proper position to play your instrument in.
But it's real easy. No, it's not. Don't tell Jimmy Page that.
No, by slinging your guitar way down low, it actually really makes it much more difficult to play chords and to like put your fingers on the neck properly.
Your wrist is really in a very odd position. So
makes you guys better players, though.
I don't know about that. I don't know if Aiden's doing that.
All right. You started your own label. You got the band Low Pro on it. You still working with them?
Oh, that's a sad story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, you know what? I do want to talk about it because it's an issue that seems to be very prevalent today in this business. And Low Pro was on their first single. They were number 17 on the charts at the time. Their single was doing very well for any standards. Forget about a first single for a band, and they got dropped. And the people that sat around the desk and decided that they should get dropped, not one of them ever came out and saw the band play live, and they were amazing. They were amazing. They're still one of the best bands out there that there's nothing going on for, in my mind, for sure.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, they did a bunch of tours with us, and it was, one of those things that I would definitely go try and catch their show every night because they're great to watch and they're a great band.
Do you think that's all going to change, though, with downloading, the way things are moving? You don't just put the stuff out on your website?
It's hard. You still need people to know about you. You still need a buzz about you. I mean, anybody can put anything up there, but it doesn't mean that people are going to download it if they don't know what it is. So, I mean, it's nice to think that, but you still need to get the knowledge out there that something's good and to reach a lot of people. I'm not sure how that really happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you still need to somehow create some kind of buzz about it.
But I'll tell you what,
I mean,
in today's day and age, we wouldn't be here talking to you if we put our first record out now.
Yeah, we probably would have went up with the same fate that Low Pro did.
You never know.
You don't know, but I mean, I think he's right.
Our first single didn't do much better than their first single, and they got dropped. We wouldn't have had a career. You too wouldn't have had a career. There's so many bands that have weathered the storm that if they were judged by their first song that they ever put out, would have never made it.
I mean, it's just even difficult today being a rock band. I mean, I've heard things that there's labels that won't sign rock bands anymore. Because rock radio is
such
getting smaller and
it's not such a limited audience.
They look at their numbers and they go, "Oh, rock's not selling as many records as other things, so we're not going to sign rock bands."
What do you think happened? Well, I mean, that's the Beatles too. Guitar bands are going out.
True. No, true, and I hope that and things always change and things always come around, but it just seems that right now it's a real tough time to be a rock band. So we feel fortunate to be able to be doing what we're doing for sure.
Continuing and having people out there still that care what we have to offer.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
What do you think the future is with downloading? Do you think it's going to help artists more, or do you think it's going to hurt them more?
Once they get a handle on it, I think it could be a very viable way of getting music out there.
It seems like things are different too now. I mean, it seems like it's really just a single-driven, market. It seems like, people could have a single that's huge and it can be downloaded, 800,000 times, but they won't sell any records. And it's like people, it seems, want to be a fan of a song and not necessarily of a band and what they do. And to me, that's really difficult for a band because then, you have all these people that put out, this one song that ends up doing great, but those aren't really fans. They're people that are fans of a song and not of what they're doing. So I think that makes those bands kind of disposable because somebody else is going to come along and write a song that, is the hot song of today. And it's just
Next
really
week,
difficult.
Somebody comes along and writes the hot song of that week.
Right. And it just makes it difficult to be a band and to have a career and to have longevity. And, if, people don't get records and want to become a part of what the band's doing and listen to the whole record and be a fan of the band, that's just that's why bands come and go. That's why, again, I feel like we're fortunate to, and I think a lot of that has to do with when we came out, because I think it was even 2 years ago it was different. I think it's just, evolving more towards people wanting to be a fan of a song and not necessarily the band.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to talk about like your wealth or anything and get into all those kind of figures, but you guys have you've made it as a rock band, and you're probably set for life money wise. I think most people think that though with bands.
Of course
Yeah,
they do. That's part of their master plan is to just create this huge misconception so that they can continue making as much money as they make off of it.
I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it. We've done fine, obviously, and we're not digging ditches. So
No.
But I mean, the thing is that.
But it's not
There's
what
so
people
many.
think.
There's so many hands in our pocket. I mean, if you took $1 and if you broke it down to, how much at the end of the day that we get. I mean, the four of us individually are getting probably less than almost everybody else is at hand. But I'm not going to complain. I mean, we've done fine. Mm-hmm. But that's the reality of it. And that's the reality of the music business. And, hopefully with success, you can change that. So, as an artist, you can, start to get some of that back. But when you first sign a record deal, everything's stacked against you because nobody thinks you're going to make it. And they want to put all this money into you. And if it actually does sell, what you get back is not nearly what anybody probably thinks it is. And it takes a long time to, to get to that point where you're actually probably making what you deserve and is, related as to what you've actually sold.
Let's play another song. What are your favorite Stan songs? What do you guys want to play?
One each. I don't know. We're doing one now that's a lot of fun off 14 Shades of Grey, Blow Away. That's a cool one that never really, seemed to. I like that one.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right.
King of All Excuses is a good one too off the new record.
Off the new record, yeah, it's a good aggressive
Playing
tune.
back to back.
Right on.
Biggest difference you guys have noticed as a band between Tormented and now? How do you guys work?
I think we can actually write songs now.
I think it's more musical. Focusing more on melody and both the singing and in the music also, and just kind of realizing how important that is to be musical, making all the things kind of work together.
Right. We do this thing every week on the show called 5 Questions. Just 5 quick questions, 1-word answers, and then we're done.
Okay.
iPod or CDs?
CDs, yeah.
Lennon or McCartney?
Both.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Can't.
All right. Alcohol or marijuana?
Marijuana.
Alcohol.
Song you've written you're most proud of?
Zoe Jane, to my daughter, on the last record.
I don't know.
Okay. And
Fade.
one word Stained. First thing that pops in your head.
My life.
Yeah.
It's 3 words. Double-edged sword.
Ooh, good one. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.